All right, step one, how can I graph this? You need to find the y-intercept first. So now let's just graph y is equal to negative 2x minus 2. We're going to graph it. So this is the first step. You just ignore the inequality sign when you graph the inequality. So now what's the y-intercept? Negative 2. And what's the slope? It's also negative 2, but we put over 1, right? We put over 1 to see 2 down and 1 to the right, right? So now I'm going to put negative 2 here. So it's negative 2. And now we're going down by 2. We're going down by 2 and going to the right by 1. So the next point is going to be this, down by 2. And that way, the other way, it's going to be the same. And you need to decide if it's going to be solid line or dashed line. What do you think? How do you know? You can figure this out by the equal sign, right? So is it going to be dashed or solid? You see the equal sign, so it should be solid. Okay, so let me just draw this line. All right, so now I have a graph. So we need to find, because this is inequality, so we need to plug in 1 point, because we're looking for the solutions when y is less than negative 2x minus 2. So I'm going to use this 0, 0. I love 0, 0, so because 0, 0 is easy. This is going to be testing point. So you can use 0, 0 all the time, testing point, because 0, 0 is either one side, right or left, or you can say down or up to this line. So I'm going to plug in 0, 0 here. So what happened if you plug in 0, 0? 0. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to just plug in and see if it's going to be true. If it's true, then this side is going to be the answer. If it's false, and the other side is going to be the answer, solution. So 0 is, negative 2 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 2. And 0 is less than negative 2. What do you think? 0 is less than negative 2 or greater than negative 2? It's greater than negative 2, so which means this is false statement, right? If it's false, then the other side is going to be the answer. 0 is not included in this solution set. This guy, because of this, like if this one, when you plug into this inequality, it's not true, which means this side is not going to be the solution, not solution. But the other side, when you plug in one of the the points into the inequality, it should be true. And actually all the points on this side is going to be the solution for this inequality. So it has a lot of solutions, including the points on the line, because it says equal to. Let's look at one more example. So let's graph y is equal to 2 over 3x. First step, you just ignore the inequality sign. Don't worry about it. We learn about this, how to find y-intercept, how to find slope. Y-intercept plus 1, slope 2 over 3. So it means that you go 2 up and 3 to the right. So let's plot y-intercept, which is 1. And you're going up by 2, and 3 to the right. Up by 2, 3 to the right. So I'm going to go the other way too. If you have a ruler, you only need 2 points, so don't worry. And number 2, you need to decide if it's going to be solid, or dashed. So solid means included, dashed means not included. The points on the line is not included, solid and dashed. What do you think? Look at the sign, look at the inequality symbol, and you need to decide, is it going to be dashed or solid? It's going to be dashed. because it doesn't have equal sign. And number 3. So now let me just draw the line first. All right, should be straight line. All right, number 3. Now we need to decide either this way is going to be the answer and this way is going to be the answer. What was our testing point? Testing point here is 0, 0. Another question. And I'm going to use just 0, 0 all the time because 0, 0 makes everything easier. So now let's plug in 0. 2/3, 0. Plus 1. This part will be gone, right? So now 0 is less than 1. 0 is less than 1 because it's on the left side. It is true statement. True, which means this 0, 0, like the solution set, which has 0, 0, is going to be the solution. So this is going to be your answer. The other side, like 0, 3, 0, 4, all the order pairs in the other side doesn't make this inequality true. You can, if you don't trust me, Song, then you may just try 1 or 2 points. Plug it in, and it's not this inequality symbol. It's not working. It should be the other side, okay? So I need you to copy this down. And your answer should be, looks like this. Like you graph it, and then you shade one part by using the testing point. You plug in the testing point, right? And I recommend you always use 0, 0. All right, let's go backwards. Now you have a graph, and then now we need to find the inequality. We need to write an inequality, but don't worry about it. You just find a line, copy it down. You just find a line. Write an equation first. Write an equation, because we know equation of the line. Write the equations of the line. And number 2, you're going to decide the inequality symbol. Decide symbol, one of these. And if it's a dashed line, we already know that if it's dashed line, it should be one of these 2. So it's dashed. And if it's solid, then it has equal sign, solid line. And we already know that this is dashed line. So the answer is going to be one of these, right? Okay. Let's write the inequality equation of the line. What is a y-intercept? Everyone remember slope-intercept form, right? So y-intercept is -5. What about the slope? You need 2 points, and you better find the point at the intersection, because that is like you need to find it accurate, like the clear one to read. So now the slope is positive, like positive. You remember that? And going up by 2, and going to the right by 1. So going up by 2, it's +2. Going to the right by 1, it's +1. So it's going to be, slope is going to be going up by 2 and going to the right by 1. So if you rewrite it, y is equal to 2x minus 5. We just have the equation. And I'm also using the testing point. I'm going to use 0, 0 as a testing point. This is our testing point. Testing point again. You should copy it down so that you can study. All right, now I'm going to plug in 0, and I'm going to just leave a little box because I have to plug in one of them. And 2 and 0 minus 5. 0 box, 2 times 0, 0, 0 minus 5. So what do you think? 0 compared to -5, is it greater than or less than? -0 is here and -5 is here, right? 0 is greater than -5. So you just keep this inequality sign, and inequality sign here. So the answer is going to be y greater than 2x minus 5. Because it was y and 2x minus 5 was on the first line. I just skip it. So you just keep the same y, okay? So we just find the answer. This red should be your answer if I ask you to find the graph.